Valve dropped a bombshell yesterday night in which they basically announced that players in Germany are no longer allowed to open cases, at least not normally. From this point on, German players will have to unbox cases through something called an X-ray scanner, and in this video I'll explain exactly how it works, why this is a big thing and why you should care. But before we go into that, this video was brought to you by Skins Monkey, where you can trade your boring old skins for brand new ones. Are you tired of your blue combo? Just trade for a red one, it takes seconds. Use code OZNICS on the website to get $5 for free to trade, and you also get a 35% bonus on deposit. They have 24/7 live chat support, link is in the description, and thank you Skins Monkey for sponsoring the video. Okay, so what is this scanner? Well, they aren't really new, they were already a thing in France and now Germany joins in. Basically, all players in these two countries will have a different tab in their inventory, which is called the X-ray scanner. By using this tab, players can open cases, but instead of buying a key and getting a random skin drop, they can see what skin is inside the case with the scanner, and then they decide if they want to pay the price of the key for whatever is inside the scanner. And now you ask, doesn't this break everything? Can't players just not buy and continue scanning cases for free until they get a knife? Well, the answer is no, because once you scan a case, you cannot scan a second one until you actually buy whatever is in the first container that you scanned. So let's say you scan a blue, unless you pay the key price for it, you cannot scan another case ever again, and the scanner will be stuck on that blue. And now you ask, what if I keep making new accounts to scan one container for free in each one until I get a knife? Well, that's not possible, because the first container you scan isn't technically free. To be able to scan a container, you have to buy something called a genuine P250 X-ray, which will cost the same price as a key, and it is not tradable or marketable, which essentially means you don't actually get a first scan for free, meaning that players in these countries don't have an advantage on everyone else. So essentially, the X-ray scanner works the exact same way as a normal case. It is still chance-based, but it's basically being used to circumvent local laws, because technically you are buying what you see on the screen instead of getting a random drop, so I guess it's not gambling. And now to answer a few questions that I know you will have. First of all, X-ray scanners also apply to sticker capsules, and second of all, they also apply to souvenir packages. Also, if you scan a case, you cannot sell that scanned case on the market. You either buy whatever is in there, or it stays like that stuck in that scanner in your inventory. And also, you can scan more than one type of case at a time. So let's say you scan a case and you get a blue, then you want to scan a sticker capsule. Well, you can't. Unless you actually buy the blue that was in the first scanner, you cannot scan anything else. This is basically how this system works. At first, when they released this, I think it was 2018, I thought this was a short-term loophole that Valve found for France in specific, but all these years later, they did the same thing with Germany, and it's quite possible that they are required to do it for other countries in the future, with all of the lawsuits and regulations being pushed related to loot boxes in video games. So yes, it's very likely you'll see this in your country in the future, and it's also very likely that Valve focuses less and less on cases and more on systems like the new terminal. It will be interesting to see if the next update brings a new case or a new terminal. I think that will say a lot. And if you made it this far, comment the word Germany and let me know what your opinion about this topic is down in the comments, what you think of this scanner. And that's it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with everything that is happening in Counter-Strike 2.